So I found this video about an atheist basically bringing up animals that disprove God apparently. Quite frankly, it's kind of silly. It's basically just if good thing, no, if God is all good, then why do bad things happen? That's it. That's the whole video. But he makes a lot of mistakes and a lot of silly statements that I'm going to talk about today. So, yeah, let's do it.
The God that you believe in or did believe in goes by a specific name, whether you refer to him as Yahweh, Jehovah, Lord, or Allah. He is the God, the Abrahamic God, of modern day monotheism.
Okay, so this is really annoying. Allah is not God. Allah is not Jesus. Allah is not the Lord. Allah is not Yahweh. I don't understand why they always love to mix up all these different names like they're the same God. Like no, there is one God and that is Jesus Christ, okay?
Now, if you took a Jew, a Christian, and a Muslim and put them in a room together, don't worry, it's not the start of a joke.
Then why is the video so funny? But seriously though, why do they always bring up Christianity, Islam, and Judaism as if we worship the same God? These people don't even know what Judaism is and what it believes. I'm not gonna get into it, but it's some weird pagan witchcraft stuff. If you know, you know.
And you ask them to collectively come up with a list of specific personality traits and perhaps one superhuman ability.
Yeah, superhuman because he's God. Seriously, this guy is basically just a carbon copy of every single atheist. They always say the same things, they always believe the same things, and above everything, they think that God is just some dude in the sky. They don't understand what God is.
Of the Abrahamic God that they all believe in. Their list might look a bit like this: a God of love, kindness, justice, and empathy.
Oh my. No, dude. He put the same thing 4 times. Yes, God is kind, God is just, and God is empathy. But God is all those things because He is all loving. Those are not different things. God is kind because He's loving. God is just because He's loving. And God is empathy because He's loving.
Therefore, my list is composed purely of extant living species and kinds. Animals which believers will have to admit either were made in their current state by their God, or that he allowed them to exist in their current state, in spite of his foreknowledge.
Basically, this guy knows pretty much nothing. After this, he's just gonna name animals such as snakes and bedbugs because they bite people and because they hurt. Why would an all-loving God make an animal that hurts people? Although that would be a valid question for someone who's not making a YouTube channel as an attack against Christianity, I'm going to explain it. So basically, the greatest sin is non-existence because the Lord is all existence. This is the same way why demons don't want to convert because they don't want to exist. That's the greatest sin. I would much rather prefer a snake exists than it not to exist. Same goes for everything else. I know it sounds crazy, but if you really think about it in a theological way, it makes sense. Obviously, this guy cannot do that. Also, if you're mad because he created snakes, then you should be mad because he created us. We're humans, we hurt more. We cause more death, more destruction, and yet he still created us. So to bring up animals that disprove God because they hurt people, then why did he create us then, huh? By that logic, we shouldn't exist either, but because we're flawed, and we know that. I know this was a short video, but it's my first video, so like and subscribe, please. And yeah, stuff.